Okay. So basically, whenever we are going for any kind of franchisee, the first thing what we keep in mind is these are the parameters which is very important for you to decide a right franchisee. First is the interest. Whatever the franchisee you are going in for, are you really interested in that product line, or the kind of products or services what that franchisee deals? Is it of your appeal? Second would be the scope. What is the kind of scope that particular industry has, that particular product has on a longer run? Is it something like a temporary scope? For example, there was a time which was more of a burger era, and then you had a in food industry there was something called as waffle industry, where there was a huge scope in the waffle industry, and then suddenly all of a sudden the whole shift has gone to a different industry. So is it a temporary scope or something on a much longer term? Next, what are the kind of support you get from a franchisee, from the franchisor, basically from the company from whom you're taking the franchisee in terms of the support, let it be the inventory, let it be your operations. What are the major supports you get? Pricing is the next factor of the product. What you have to select in is it a kind of a pricing which is easily acceptable from the masses? Because normally what happens is, let's say if I'm talking about, uh, I mean, any examples we talk about, if the product has been priced, in a much higher scale, the chances of the sales are normally much lesser. So I mean, let's say a classic example would be Kevinters. Kevinters might be an amazing brand, but if you're talking about the sales of the product, they're not that great. The reason being the pricing of the product is it's much higher than an average shakes which is available in the easy market in the surrounding places. Next is the inventory of the shelf life. Whichever the product or the industry you're getting into the franchisee, the inventory shelf life is very important, because if your inventory shelf life is lesser, by default, your losses and your wastages will be more. So that plays a very vital role. Next is how authentic and genuine is your product with whatever you're dealing with, because it's not only the brand name, along with the brand name, it is also your time, money, energy, and efforts as well as your goodwill is being associated with it. So how authentic and genuine is the product line? Next is the margins. The kind of margins, whatever your business you're getting into, what is the kind of margins is what you see there? Is it something which will actually help you to survive, or is it a margin which will help you to grow? Now, why is the survival and growth margins? A lot of people come up saying that with the cloud kitchen concept or any other franchisee concept, where the major chunk of it goes down in your operations, and you're hardly left with about 5-7% margins. And even if you're doing a sale of about 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs, you end up taking home something like 25, 30, 40,000. And a margin of that level would make no sense, because practically speaking, if you're just making about the 30-40,000, what's the point even you getting into a business or a franchisee? In rather, you could actually invest in somewhere else which is more feasible. Next parameter for you to actually analyze is what are the kind of franchisee fees involved in it, what are the kind of interiors, what are the kind of rentals, what is the kind of employee cost. All these would play a pretty important decision roles in order to decide a right franchisee for you. Next and foremost, what is the risk factor involved in doing this business? Is it something which is easy for anybody to get in? And if it is a franchisee which is easy for anybody to get in terms of the business, then I would suggest it's not a right industry to get into franchisee of. The reason being very simple. Let's say if you're talking about something like a tea industry. Now, there are a lot of tea joints which have been opening at regular intervals. Now, I'm not against any F&B beverages or something, but I'm just telling in general. So if a product is very easy, if a company or if a franchisee is very easy to set up or to start up as a business, then I would suggest that it also attach a lot of competition involved in it, and a lot of new competitors coming in, which will again end up with price wars, which will again affect your margins in the longer run. Um, Again, the competition analysis, which I just explained to you recently, about a minute back. Next would be the kind of company background and the owner's history. Now, there are a lot of companies, I mean, a lot of people always come up with a question saying that, should I take a franchisee? Should I not take a franchisee? Or, you have a lot of cases where a lot of investors have been I mean, I can't say forged. It's more of like, cheated by a lot of companies who do not have existence, or whose owners are not genuine and things like that. Well, this is something which would obviously be left for the franchisee who's investing to do the whole thorough background check. Background check in terms of the companies, the fundamentals of the companies, the business perspective, as well as the kind of history of the owners. Next important factor would be, what is the time you're willing to concentrate on the business? Now, if you are somebody who says that I really don't have time, uh, I cannot concentrate at all, trust me, franchisee, I wouldn't suggest you people apart from FOFO. If it's a regular FOFO model, I wouldn't suggest at all, because at the end of the day, it's your baby and you guys need to take care. Now, yes, there are alternatives where you can actually work upon a model where in a day, let's say you can spend half an hour, 1 hour, or in a week, you can spend about 2 3 hours or 4 hours. That's okay. But in case if your model, or let's say you do not have that much time, I think franchise is not something which you should actually focus on. Next would be the sales channel and its dependency. Now, the whole reason why I have put that point as one of the major factors for you to decide would be because, let's assume in this way. Now, a lot of people work on cloud kitchens, and a lot of people work on third party. Let's say, let me Zomato or any of the third party vendors who basically pitch their industry line like that. There's somebody with uh, 1 second. Uh, 1 second. I just give me a second. I'll just check. Okay, 1 second. I'm just reading up people who. Okay. Yep. Thanks. Okay. So when your dependency is more on the sales channels, like let's say a third party sales channel, you are totally dependent on them. Let's take a classic example of Uber and Ola. When they've actually started the whole industry as such, lot of people got into that industry, buying cars and attaching themselves to Uber and Ola. But then, if you talk about the current scenario, yes, initially they got a lot of offers, a lot of paybacks, and a lot of incentives. But today they are in fact, again, obviously, even every company is here for making profit. So obviously, with whatever the leverages they've been given in the past, they're absorbing it today. So these are some of the very important factors which you'll have to consider for deciding the right franchisee of your choice. Now, I totally understand the whole presentation today is for Flawn Basket, but the reason why I've kept this points very forward is I'm sure these are the questions which will always be there in your mind when you're going for any decision making. And these points would really make it very clear for you to decide a right franchisee of yours, which could actually help you to take the business venture to a next level. So before we start up, basically let's understand the kind of scope what Flawn Basket and Silver Jewelry has. As you are aware, Flawn Basket is a designer silver jewelry brand. And today, let me explain you with an example. Our whole target audience is the Gen Y category. Now, for an example, let's say there's a girl by name Kangna. She takes a salary of about 35,000 rupees, and she's somebody who's fashionable and she loves changing things. She loves gifting. She has a great circle. So today, for any given instance, if she, as the Gen Y category is changing things regularly, obviously even their accessories and the accessories or garments would be changed regularly. So if I'm talking about the accessory market, the easily available options would be gold, silver, and artificial. Silver is not that very common. Mostly it is gold and artificial jewelry. Gold today has become so expensive that it is really out of the box. Now, somebody with about 30,000 rupees salary, maybe maximum what she can spend is about 15,000 rupees. And that 15,000 rupees, she would just get a one pair of stud, which is about 3 grams in today's market rate. So do you think a person can just resist themselves from buying just one stud in the whole month? And in today, normally at an average, the researchers say that any jewelry or an accessory is maximum worn about 10 to 12 times, not more than that. And normally in a day, any female would, any ladies would normally change about twice a day, that is once for office and once back home, or maybe three times when she's going out for the party. So that's the kind of the statistics what we're talking about. And coming back to the same thing, so obviously gold is out of the way question, and when it comes to something like artificial jewelry, a lot of people are getting allergic to. And not only that, the kind of artificial jewelry normally, first thing is the kind of designs are not that neat because it's a hard metal. So in the hard metal, obviously the kind of delicacy in the design is not possible. Whereas the second part of it, a lot of people are also getting allergic to. I'm sure you would be having a lot of people into your circle, so they normally get allergic to when it comes to artificial jewelry. So that is why the whole trend is shifted towards silver jewelry. Today, if we take out any kind of an international magazine or any Indian magazine, also you can see a lot of celebrities into the silver jewelry line today. Secondly, silver jewelry has also been treated as a great gifting item. Now, why is it that? Is because whether it's Hindu, Muslim, or Christianity, silver jewelry is known as the most auspicious metal. And it's one of the best auspicious metal for gifting, especially when it comes to a lot of communities where they say that in the marriage or any of the communities, the first gift has to be silver. And today, the vice versa, if you also look in that, today, if you're supposed to gift somebody anything, your normal range would be about 1,000 to 1,200 rupees at an average. And in 1,200 rupees, what would you give? Maybe a showpiece or maybe a bouquet. A bouquet might get spoiled in a day. And showpiece is something where I'm sure everybody has so many showpieces in their house. So if you get any gift of showpiece, you would again change your name and give it to somebody else. So, at least if you're giving something like a silver jewelry, people would obviously remember when they wear. So that is why silver jewelry is also being treated as a great gifting options now. So basically, this is about Flown Basket, how we exactly started about. We started in about 2017, where we started with online and retail. And then we had our first store in 2018, which was more as a tester store of us, where, basically in 2018, silver jewelry was not very common. So basically, we did a lot of R&D in terms of the pricing. If people are aware of GT World Mall over here in Bangalore, it is a very price sensitive mall where the majority of the crowd over there is with the salary takers of about 20 to 22,000. So the reason why we had that was it was strategically planned, where the people always had that gold has a resale value and that kind of a thought process. So are we in a position to cater to that kind of a market? Only then we can get successful. People who are price sensitive, can they accept our product and buy in a longer term is what makes us successful. So once our testing went well, that is when we got into the franchisee model, with 2019 being our first franchisee store into operations. And after that, we went on increasing. Now we have it in Vishakhapatnam, and out of Bangalore, we have it in Vishakhapatnam. Next month, we are opening in Odisha, and 4 stores in Bangalore currently. So basically, as Swan Basket, yes, you will be getting all the support required in terms of when you're going for a franchisee, which includes helping up to identify a best location. The best possible location, supporting up and setting up the store, hiring and training the team. The best advantage over here is you don't have a major inventory risk. Now, why you don't have inventory risk is basically how we work on a model is whatever the stock you get, whatever you don't like, you can just return it immediately. Plus, whatever your sale happens, that is whatever the franchisee price of the sale is, 20% of it you can again exchange it with the fresh stock, whichever you feel is not selling. Okay, I'll also come up to a slide later, which is the difference and how we are unique from the other people in the market. But this is just a rough sketch, a rough structure about the support what you get in terms of marketing, mentoring. All these would obviously be there to see to it that you are successful. Now, I would also like to point out one question, because a lot of people might have a big question saying that, okay, if I start this business, will I be successful or no? Firstly, you don't need any technical knowledge or a jewelry knowledge to start this business. Secondly, if I'm talking about business being successful or not being successful, there are about five major parameters for a business not to be successful. Firstly, is about the location. If your location is not good, then what? Secondly, maybe the product what you're selling is not right or not good. Third, the team who is trying to sell the product is not good. Fourth would be obviously the kind of promotional activities what you take are you're not right, you're not reaching a right audience. Fifth and foremost is after sales service and your customer satisfaction. Now, to answer Flown Basket and all these five parameters, firstly, we do a stringent test, stringent policies to decide the right location. That means, we have a 14-point checklist where we actually sit and allocate that is this spot whichever has been shortlisted is correct or no. And whenever you're deciding a location with our 4 5 options in table, our team would obviously come over and we would also evaluate. Secondly, so that we see to it that the so-called checklist of location has been sorted out. Second, when it comes to product, now we are into a silver jewelry line and the product is very versatile. That means we can change our designs depending on the demand of the place. Now we are not supposed to sell only burgers or something like that. So we have a huge range from ethnic jewelry to Western jewelry to oxidized jewelry to different ranges. So depending on what is selling, we try fitting in the stock of that category. Third, when it comes to the product, when it comes to the people. So here basically we do have a huge training system as well as we do have regular checks at regular intervals. First thing is we obviously take the access of the cameras where we also have access on the cameras on regular intervals from the office. Second, we have something like a ghost customer where the known connects would come in as a customer to understand how's the experience of the store. Thirdly, we have surprise audits from the head office so that the sales team is handling the whole inventory in a perfect way. That's about the third point. The fourth point, that's the promotion. Here, basically, yes, promotionally, yes, I'll also share you across some of the promotional activities as a company, what we have been doing. And yes, there is no end for promotions as there's no end for marketing. So as the due course go in, yes, we improvise ourselves on regular intervals and we keep on growing. After sales service, yes, we do have after sales services where anybody taking a product line from ours, if the stone has gone down, things have damaged, we always have the servicing in place. These are some of the brandings. These are a few of the celebrities. There are the celebrities over here, which you can see on the screen, are all from South India. Because as a brand, right now we are concentrating only on the South India. So later on, as we are growing in North, just as I told you that we already have one franchisee in North now, that's in Odisha. So as we are growing in, we'll also be looking for Bollywood celebrities and other celebrities of that domain shortly. These are few of the events which we normally, this is something called as the influencers meet, where influencers are somebody like who have about lakhs of followers on Instagram and platforms like this. So we call them for stores, and they have videos and products being clicked and shot, and they promote us. So this is how basically our product line looks like. Now, this is just few. I mean, you can also get access to our Instagram page and our other sources, where you can see a huge line of designs we have. We also are into product customization. So if you actually see, this is for one of the designs which have been done for one of the celebrities' mom actually. So she wanted something out of the box, something very different, and all these the kind of stones which are used are all sapphire, the beads as well as the stones used. So it depends from client to client. We also do customized orders. So depending on the client's requirement, we can actually have it fixed. Now, why should you go for Flown Basket? Why not something else? So the first thing is we have a better analytical skills in terms of sourcing as well as the product line. We source products across the globe. So as a design ratio is in the format of 60-40, where 60 we procure in terms of, well, let it be from Guangzhou, Bangkok, or Italy, or Turkey. So there are a lot of factories whom we have an MOU and we procure from them. And rest 40% we have our own designers who design and we give it to the respective factory to manufacture. Now here again, we also hold our own manufacturing factory in Temple Jewelry. But if you're talking about the Western jewelry, majority would be off the borders of the country because every factory has its own specialization. Just a quick small example. Now, there's something called as a tritone jewelry. Tritone jewelry is something where you have a plating of rose gold, rhodium, as well as gold together as a combination in one jewelry. Now, there is one particular factory by name Seven Goods in Guangzhou, which is specialized in this. Now, it is not like other people didn't try copying it. They have copied it also, and maybe they are able to give it a much lesser price also. But the kind of finish what that particular factory can give, maybe this people cannot. So every factory has its own specialization. And based on that, we actually respectively procure as well as we order them accordingly. The third point is no inventory risk. Now, as I initially told, there's no major inventory risk. How we normally work with our inventory is once you take up a franchisee, you will be having a stock deposit done for which you'll be getting the stock. Now, immediately as soon as you get the stock, whatever the designs you feel is not selling at a place, you can return us back and it gets refreshed with new designs. Secondly, every month on month, let's say there's a sale of about 10 lakh, of which the franchisee price would be 6 lakh, and you would be transferring that particular amount so that you get that minimum benchmark of the stock to be maintained. So once you refill it, whatever the refilled 20% is, you can exchange with your other stock also, that's the older stock. So you get a fresh stock on regular intervals apart from your exchange option also. And after 5 years, if you're not happy working with us, 5 years is the minimum contract. After 5 years, if you're not happy working with us, 50% of the stock we take back. Next, coming up to the other option, the other advantages of Flaunt Basket would be you also have an option for virtual stylist, which right now we are working towards it, where it's going to be like a virtual stylist, where there's a stylist who's going to be from the head office. If you have a customer in terms of, let's say they have a wedding, so they come up with the dresses and all that, and the team from the head office will be helping you out. Okay, what are the best designs and things like that, best designs which would suit them, and we can take up orders accordingly. And the advantages, you will also be also working on omni channel. That means you'll be also selling on Instagram and Facebook, but the condition is it has to be Flaunt Basket underscore the area. The classic example is if you go to the Instagram page now, you can see Flaunt Basket underscore Jayanagar, Flaunt Basket underscore Vishakhapatnam. So all these are the locations where our franchisees are, and they have their respective pages and they sell their products accordingly. But there are certain guidelines which would be guided to you going ahead once you sign up with us. Right now, when I say successful model, successful financial model, yes, we have a great successful model right now, which is working where our franchisees are successful. Let's say a classic example, our Bell Road franchisee is right now pretty successful. In fact, she wants to grow for a bigger place. And she wants to increase the investment in terms of stock. If I'm talking about my Jayanagar franchisee, they're also doing pretty good, and they're also venturing into one more unit right now. So, and when I'm talking about in terms of numbers, today we have if I'm talking about a retail store, that's a standalone store, we have about 92% conversions. That means out of 100 people coming in, 92 people end up buying. And if you're talking about something like mall, we have about 87% today. And that's a great number if you're talking about people who are getting in into the buying ratio. As I also told you, one more thing which is unique about us is the option to tweak on and correct at regular intervals. This is something which I gave you the option earlier also. That is, if the product is not selling, we can design as per the taste of the crowd there. So that's the best part about it. The kind of margins what you normally have is in the range of 35 to 50%. So at an average, it hits about 40 to 44% at an average. Now, why 35 to 50? Every product has a different margins. Now, why is it? Because the lower margins like 30-35% is for the product which is available everywhere. Now, let's say an example of a chain or a bracelet. These are the products which is available everywhere. So we that's like a price comparison point. So considering that, we keep our margins very low there. And the designer line, yes, we do have a higher margins. And our product starts from as low as 200 rupees. That's a small basic start. And it goes on to about 25-30,000 rupees. The average ticket size normally is about, it also depends from place to place. Now, if it's a GT mall, which I've told you, that's a mid-level mall of that middle class kind of a crowd. The ticket size over that is about 1,200. Something like Vishakhapatnam, my ticket size is about 2,500-3,000. Jayanagar is again 2,400 approximately. So it depends basically whatever the average ticket size is depending on the location. The best part about it is there are just one or two of the jewelry companies in silver who give out purity authentication card which has a hologram, and we are one among them. So basically a customer who is taking our product is sure that whatever they're buying is 92.5 pure. Second thing, we also have a buyback policy, that is whatever the silver rate of the day is into 92% we buy back. So every customer who is taking the jewelry is at least mentally satisfied that there is a resale of the silver rate of 92%. These are a few of the testimonials of what I've been receiving. This is some of the Indian and international clients on our Insta and other platforms. This is how the store looks. I have my team sending you the store look photos also going ahead. Yeah, this is the franchisee look photos, and this is the financial model. So basically, we have two models. This is a 500 square feet store model, and another one is a kiosk model. Kiosk model is not there in the presentation, but on case to case basis, we also allot kiosk. But for the kiosk, it has to be in a mall, and it should also be a reputed mall. Now, when it comes to a store model, the minimum requirement is about a 500 square feet space. Here again, if it's a very prime spot, yes, 350, 400 will also do, but at an average, 500 is minimum required, for which the franchisee fee is 5 lakh rupees. The interior, the approximate cost is about 10 lakhs. Now, here again, we do not, we can help you out with the interiors. We also have a vendor, but a lot of people come up and say that I have my own interior connect and can we get it done from them? Yes, you're open to get it done from them, but it has to be as per the company guidelines. There's a deposit again of the stock, which is 35 lakhs. So out of the 35 lakh stock, you'll be getting stock worth rupees 35 lakh rupees, of which you will be having your sales accordingly, which would be a MRP of close to about 50 lakh rupees. So, as a lot of people come up and say that, is there an investment option? Yes, there is an investment option. So, one, we have worked on two models. One is a FOFO, that is franchisee owned, franchisee operated, and another model would be franchisee owned, company operated. So, the difference among two is in franchisee owned, company operated, company takes care of all the operations, but whatever the net profit is, we split it in the ratio of 60-40. That means 60% of the profit is being given to the investor and 40% we retain other company. And when it comes to the franchisee owned, franchisee operated, the whole 100% goes to the investor itself. That is the franchisee owner. Thank you, and I'm open for the questions. Is there anybody with any people have any queries?
Hello.
Yes, Mr. Gautam, please.
Can you brief again the financial part?
Sure. It's Mr. Gautam, right? Yeah. One
Yes,
second,
yes.
Mr. Gautam. Yeah. Okay. Mr. Gautam, basically there's a franchisee fee, which is a brand fee. That's about 5 lakh
Okay.
rupees, which is non-refundable.
Okay. Yes.
Now, where I'll also tell you a little later why 5 lakhs and where does it go.
That's
Second is
okay.
the
That's okay.
interiors. Interiors is about 10 lakh rupees. This is just
Yeah.
an approximate figure from our expectations and ideas with whatever we have
Okay.
been doing. Here again, you have to again negotiate with your respective interior vendors. It might happen with 8 lakhs also and might be 11, 12 also, depending on your taste.
That depend on
Exactly.
area and
Exactly.
the situation. It's okay.
Exactly. And we have a stock deposit of 35 lakhs. That's the minimum stock you have to maintain. That is
Okay.
35 lakh rupees. Now, this again is for Western jewelry alone. Now, assume that you want ethnic jewelry. Then you'll have to at least maintain a stock of 50 lakhs costing.
Yeah. So one second. So you have a two type range. One is silver and one is artificial.
No, we don't have artificial at all. It is only silver jewelry.
Okay. All silver, and in silver do you have two category like
One is
Western
Western
and
jewelry, one is ethnic jewelry.
okay.
Okay.
So
Now,
so
ethnic jewelry is, if you see a lot of people, you have this Lakshmi and Kundan work and all that. That all comes into
yes,
the Indian ethnic jewelry.
yes,
And Western jewelry is all the you have the stones
yeah.
covered, the lightweight concept. All those come into Western jewelry. Now, why 50 lakhs is required for a combination of both is, so it's a simple thing. More the stock, only then the customers would buy. 35 lakh
Mhm,
is minimum required for a Western jewelry. 50,
mhm.
that's 25 each, 25 Western, 25 Indian, so that people can find enough range. For example, if somebody is coming in for an anklet to buy an anklet, at least if they don't get about 15, 20 pieces of
So
anklet,
so
maybe they,
tell me one thing. Like Western, your Western range is start from 200, right?
yes, it does.
So what about the ethnic one?
Ethnic one starts from about 1,200 plus.
Okay, 1,200 plus.
Yes, 1,200 plus. Because if I'm talking about
Okay.
something like ethnics are normally heavier. If I'm talking about something like,
Okay.
let's say, a Jhumka, for example, Jhumka starts
Yeah.
about 20-25 grams at an average, a good Jhumka. You have Jhumkas for about 15-17 grams also, but a decent good Jhumka is about 20 grams. And that would be billed at about 4,500 minimum. That's the MRP.
Under.
And your price would be somewhere about 2,500-3,000.
Okay, understand. So the both have the same margin structure or different margin structure?
Sir, everything is in the range of 35 to 50.
Okay.
So when he see
So
basically how we work is whatever the product is, there are two prices. One is franchisee, one is MRP. So
mhm,
whatever our procurement price is, we keep a markup of about 8 to 10%, and that becomes a
mhm,
franchisee price for you. That is your
yes,
cost price.
yes.
And MRP would be about 40-50% buffer depending on the product. So basically,
And what?
franchisee price is your purchase price in short.
Yeah, understand. So can you brief me about the FOCO model?
Sure. Basically, FOCO model is going to work on the same way how FOFO works, but the only difference is the hiring, managing, everything would be taken care by the office, the head
Yes.
office, and in return, what we do is whatever the net profit is. Now, when I say
Mm.
net profit, that means after all the expenses, salaries, and
Yeah.
all, whatever the net profit is, in that it will be shared in 60-40. 40% company takes care, 60%
Mm.
would be yours. But here the
And
advantage is you don't have a litigation of losses, because here we give you
yeah.
1% MG. That's a minimum guarantee of 1% on the stock investment. That's the minimum we commit.
Okay.
So in case if there's any kind of a minus happening on the books, that will be taken care by the company. So a little more deep dive into it. I'll just in case if there's a minus on the book, we normally have a 3 months buffer. So in 3 months,
Mm.
we set it off, or else we book the loss. The company books the loss.
Mm. So in FOCO model, you just take the whole money as a security.
Yes, exactly. And the stock would be there.
Yeah, always obviously stock is there, but
Mhm.
like there is no franchisee fee and others. Just
No,
we
even the
take example.
franchisee, see, the fees and everything would be as it is.
Okay, as it is.
See, basically, the we would not want anybody to give us a FOCO, because we would obviously be more keen on FOFO itself. FOCO on
Mm.
case-to-case basis, if somebody has a prime spot, or somebody has a great location, or somebody has an appetite for a bigger investments, yes, we take FOCO. But if it is
Okay,
for 35 lakhs, we don't go for FOCO.
understand.
And coming back to your first point about the franchisee fee, why franchisee 5 lakhs? So again, out of this 5 lakhs, basically 2 lakhs is something what we allocate as a acquisition of a franchisee cost. 2 lakhs we keep it
Mm.
aside for the centralized marketing. Now, I also
Mm.
showed you that there are a lot of celebrities we get associated with in the duration. And today we have about close to about 18 plus celebrities who have been associated with us. And every celebrity would at least cost us about a lakh approximately. So we again forecast that if we have 50 franchisees or 25 franchisees from today, we allocate 50 lakhs accordingly to 2 lakhs each, and then we allocate the accordingly.
Mm. Understand. And what about the offers?
Offer in terms of, sir?
Like I take example, if any festive season or other times we run any offers in the store,
Mm-hmm.
then our company is sharing or something.
So basically, if we are running any offers, everything would be in the discussion, and it would be majorly borne by the franchisee only. Because because as the company right now, company makes about 8 to 10% margin, whereas a franchisee
Mm.
makes about 40-45% margin. So any offers we
Mm.
run, it would be morely burned by the individual franchisee unit.
Interesting. But like just I tell you about the in jewelry section, the whatever margin structure you are saying right now,
Mm-hmm.
according to my which I understand,
Mm-hmm.
the like total around I think 13 to 14% will go to the rent and salary part.
Okay.
As per my expectation, maybe
Correct. Yes, possible. you are,
13 to 15%.
let's say 50%, 50-60% also possible, sir.
Yeah. So
So,
that's and
see,
after,
normally, if you're
after
doing an average sale of about, let's say, 10 lakh rupees, for let's say, if
yes.
you're doing about 10 lakhs, approximately, when we take out the stock, your stock would be somewhere about 50-55 lakh rupees. and about out of that, the other 55,000, 5,50,000 would be a stock close to, and let's say about 1.5 lakh would be your overhead, 3 lakh would be closely on net.
Not in this, but like GST also there, right?
GST is 3%. So whenever we are giving you the stock, it'll be plus GST, and you'll again claim it back, no? So it's just 3%.
But we have to pay on the margin.
Yes. So it's just 3%. It's not 18. It's just 3.
So this effectively it's come around 1% to us.
How is it 1%, sir?
Yeah, no, it's like what is the margin structure? That GST we have to pay, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
So what product you are selling now? On that you're selling. You're paying 3%, not on the margins, no?
No, I understand, but like take example, 100 rupees MRP product, you are giving me 60 rupees.
Okay, so you will be billed.
You are taking GST in 60 rupees, right?
Yeah, 61.8 is what we are billing.
Yeah, and the rest 40 rupees is profit. Then that profit GST I have to pay now.
Exactly. That obviously you'll have.
Yeah, so that's why overall it comes to 1%.
Okay, on that calculation, yes, maybe yes.
Yes, that's fine. Effectively, you can keep it like net margin is around 20%.
Yes, sir. Somewhere about 18 to 22 is an achievable of the turnovers.
Yes.
The net I'm talking about after all the expenses.
Yes. Okay.
Any other queries, sir? If anybody has any queries, please raise the hand and I will just call them up. I would also like to explain you, as Mr. Gautam actually raised about the turnovers. So basically, your turnovers would be purely dependent on the kind of stock you maintain. I just give you two quick examples right now. We have one store in Jayanagar, which is doing about 15.5 to 16 lakh sales approximately. Now, no doubt they're doing great sales, but yes, they also have stock of about 90 lakhs, 95 lakhs approximately. So the same way, let's say if I'm talking about something like a monthly square, they have a stock of what 47 lakhs, and they're doing a decent sale of over 6.5, 7 lakhs. So depending on the location, depending on the stock, your sales would vary. But when it comes to the product line, yes, something like a Bangalore is a very competitive market. But when it comes to other places, non-Bangalore or non-Mumbai, yes, the kind of competition is very less, and yes, the kind of turnovers would be much higher. And I mean, when you are talking about something like competition, I don't see a great competition as such, because whatever are available are morely unorganized, and the kind of designs play a very vital role. And here, that is where we are a more front runner among others. Any other questions? Ekta, could you just come up with questions what normally people had during your discussion, so that I can try addressing one by one? If any of them wants to raise any kind of question or any more clarity on that, I could address that.
सर इसके लिए कुछ डिजाइन वगैरह दिख सकता है क्या, प्रोडक्ट है अपना क्या कैसे?
Sure. सौरभ जी, मैं आपको डिजाइन्स में भेज सकता हूँ. आई कैन जस्ट शो यू फ्यू डिजाइन्स हियर, बट मेरे हिसाब से मैं आपको इंस्टाग्राम लिंक भेज देता हूँ. दैट विल गिव यू मोर बेटर ऑप्शन. क्योंकि यहाँ पे ये डिजाइन्स में आपको शायद ज्यादा नहीं दिखेगा. तो मैं आपको इंस्टाग्राम लिंक है हमारा, आई लास्ट एकता टू सेंड यू अक्रॉस, तो आपको डिजाइन्स काफी मिल जाएंगे ऑन इंस्टाग्राम पेज एंड और फेसबुक पेजेस।
ओके
एकता जी,
इट्स ओके, आप मुझे बता दीजिए, आई जस्ट
No, no,
कम्युनिकेट।
actually, Ekta told me कि she sent me mail, but I not received any mail yesterday. That's why I'm asking. Okay.
Okay, I'll just inform Ekta. I think she's there, but I think she's on mute mode. I think there's some issue with her system.
Okay. That's not
Sure.
issue.
Any
So is
other
it
Design की-
500?
I'm sorry.
Hello. Yeah, 500 square feet is minimum requirement, or is possible to do in 300, 400?
नहीं गौतम जी, ऐसे नहीं है कि 500 स्क्वायर फीट है गौतम जी, अगेन डिपेंड्स कि आपका लोकेशन कैसा है। अभी एकदम कोई
Right.
स्पॉट होता है ना, तो 350 स्क्वायर फीट इज आल्सो ओके, वेयर इट इज अ वेरी क्राउडेड प्लेस, वेयर जैसे जो हब होता है ना, शॉपिंग हब,
Yes, yes, yeah.
वहाँ पे अगर 300 350, क्योंकि 500 तो मतलब योर रेंटल्स विल ओनली बी 1.5 2 lakhs। सी आइडियली योर रेंटल शुड बी बिटवीन 60 to 80,000, not more than that ideally।
Okay. Okay.
I have my franchisees where we are even paying 1.5 lakh rental and they're doing good, but generally average 60 80,000 में वो burden नहीं पड़ता है।
Right, right.
And I think that was your query, right?
Yes, yes.
Saurabh, you had a question.
ये कह रहे थे डिजाइन के साथ उसका प्राइस टैगिंग भी अगर मिल जाता है, एमआरपी वगैरह, क्या
Yes,
प्राइस
हर एक प्रोडक्ट का
प्रोडक्ट
आपको अच्छा अभी मतलब what I can do is I can share you some photos. बेसिकली हर एक एज आई टोल्ड यू, इसमें आपको कोई नॉलेज लेने की जरूरी नहीं है, बिकॉज हर एक प्रोडक्ट के साथ एक टैग रहेगा which has a MRP, SKU code, weight as well as the franchisee price. I mean franchisee price नहीं रहेगा, but MRP and the SKU code रहेगा with the weight. तो by that MRP you can easily just see and sell it off. Not only that, जब भी आपको प्रोडक्ट मिलता है, हर एक SKU के साथ SKU, फ्रेंचाइजी प्राइस, MRP एंड द वेट सब कुछ रहेगा, सो दैट आपको भी एक आइडिया रहेगा कि कौन सा प्रोडक्ट कितना क्या प्राइस लग रहा है।
So are you providing accounting software also?
Yes, we are.
So all the products
right
are
now we are
Marcodex.
working with Hyperdrive POS. We are shortly migrating to Mark. Right now Hyperdrive POS is doing good, no doubt about it. There was no problem with that, but just that the problem what you're facing in Hyperdrive POS is because per franchise it's costing us 4,000 rupees. That's the Hyperdrive is charging. So on a longer level, एक franchise अगर 4,000 रुपए देगा, तो I think it's a hole in the pocket of the franchisee. तो उसीलिए हम लोग alternative देख रहे हैं, but everything is in place.
सर मोटा मोटा ये बता सकते हैं कि जैसे एमआरपी रहता है उससे रिटर्निंग वैल्यू में कितना डिफरेंस आता है मोटा जैसे?
सर देखिए, लेट मी गिव यू एन एग्जांपल। अब मान के चलो मैं इंडियन प्रोडक्ट लाइन की बात करूँ, जैसे कि इंडियन चेन है, तो इंडियन चेन नॉर्मली आपका बिलिंग होता है अबाउट 85 रुपीज बाई 85 to 90 रुपीज बाई ग्राम में आपका अप्रोक्सीमेटली, मैं ग्राम के हिसाब से मोटा मोटी बोलता हूँ सो दैट इट्स इजियर फॉर यू टू अंडरस्टैंड। 85 90 रुपीज बाई ग्राम का आपका बिलिंग होता है, और उसका एमआरपी होता है करीबन 135 से 150 अगर इंडियन प्रोडक्ट लाइन हो चेन का, बिकॉज हमारा मार्जिन कम होता है। Now, if you're talking about the Western product line, 180 200 rupees by gram approximately अपना फ्रेंचाइजी प्राइस होता है, जिसका एमआरपी अबाउट 400 450 के हिसाब से होता है। सो इट प्योरली डिपेंड्स ऑन प्रोडक्ट टू प्रोडक्ट। थोड़े प्रोडक्ट में हम मार्जिन कम भी रखते हैं, थोड़े प्रोडक्ट में हम बहुत ज्यादा भी रखते हैं, वेयर देयर आर सम प्रोडक्ट लाइन वेयर वी हैव अबाउट मोर देन 2.5x मार्जिन। जैसे कि जो छोटे प्रोडक्ट लाइन है जहाँ पे आपका कॉस्टिंग 200 रुपीज हो सकता है, वेयर एमआरपी इज अबाउट 500 550 ऑल्सो। So the price has to be acceptable from the market when we decide an MRP.
मोटा मोटा जो एमआरपी है आपका उसका 50% इसका मतलब रीसेल वैल्यू मतलब
सर आप 40 मान के चलिए सर, बिकॉज आई डोंट वांट आपका एवरेज एट द एंड ऑफ द मंथ आप बैठ के जब कैलकुलेट करेंगे 40 तक बैठना चाहिए सर आराम से।
50% रिटर्निंग वैल्यू है कस्टमर का।
हाँ सर,
कस्टमर को जैसे रिटर्निंग पेमेंट जो होगा, जैसे आपने बताया 92% का पेमेंट देंगे जो सिल्वर का वैल्यू होगा,
हाँ हाँ,
तो मोटा मोटा अभी 60 रुपीज पर ग्राम होना चाहिए उस हिसाब से।
आज के रेट में 62.7 है, तो 62.7 इंटू 92% और 57 रुपीज बाई ग्राम अप्रोक्सीमेटली पड़ता है।
मोटा एमआरपी मोटा मोटी 150 पर ग्राम है।
मोटा नहीं सर, हमारे पास डिजाइनर लाइन है जो मोटा मोटी 250 300 रुपीज बाई ग्राम
नहीं
होगा।
वो ना इंडियन प्रोडक्ट की
हाँ,
बात।
इंडियन प्रोडक्ट का अबाउट 135 150 होना चाहिए। जो नॉर्मल आप कोई भी सर ऐसे नहीं कि अब जो एक छोटा दुकान वाला भी अगर बेचता है तो 135 150 पर ग्राम में बेचता है, तो हमारा भी प्राइस उसी स्टैंडर्ड में रखा हुआ है जो इंडियन प्रोडक्ट लाइन का है, बिकॉज कस्टमर्स व्हेन दे कम इन वो कंपेयर करेंगे प्राइस को, यहाँ पे क्या प्राइस है और वहां पे क्या प्राइस है, क्योंकि थोड़ा बहुत प्रोडक्ट सिमिलर होते हैं इंडियन प्रोडक्ट लाइन में। तो वी मेंटेन दैट कि अगर कोई कंपेयर भी करे तो नेक्स्ट टाइम दे डायरेक्टली कम टू अस कि हमारा रेट रीजनेबल है, बिकॉज दैट्स द ओनली कंपेरेटिव पॉइंट।
प्रोडक्ट जो है वो सब सारा व्हाइट में है कि वो येलो में भी आएगा?
सर हमारा टेम्पल ज्वेलरी रेंज भी है, जैसे हमने ऑलरेडी बोला था एथनिक ज्वेलरी का, वी हैव टेम्पल ज्वेलरी रेंज ऑल्सो। बट इसमें यह है कि आपका प्रोडक्ट मिक्स उस हिसाब से मेंटेन करना। अभी अगर आप पूरा वेस्टर्न ज्वेलरी जा रहे हो तो 35 लाख मिनिमम चाहिए। अगर आपको दोनों कॉम्बिनेशन में चाहिए तो यू एटलीस्ट हैव टू मेंटेन स्टॉक ऑफ 50 लाख, तो आपको रेंज मेंटेन होगा। अभी फॉर एग्जांपल एक में टेम्पल ज्वेलरी का नेकलेस की अगर मैं बात करूं तो एट एन एवरेज वन नेकलेस इज अबाउट 70 ग्राम्स। अब 70 ग्राम्स का अगर नेकलेस है तो दैट्स अबाउट 15,000, आई मीन एमआरपी होगा अबाउट 18,000 रुपीज, और उसका कॉस्टिंग आपको करीबन बैठेगा अराउंड 9-10,000 रुपीज अप्रोक्सीमेटली। तो मेरे पास अगर सिर्फ 35 लाख का ही बजट है तो आई विल नॉट बी एबल टू फिल बोथ द स्टॉक्स, दैट्स द एथनिक एंड द इंडियन।
उसमें ये 35 lakhs कहती तो मार्केट पे भी तो निर्भर करता होगा ना, मार्केट कम बेसी है तो उस हिसाब से छोटा मार्केट है
हाँ
पोटेंशियल।
एग्जैक्टली मार्केट के ऊपर डिपेंड होता है। मैं तो वही एवरी फ्रेंचाइजी सर, हर एक फ्रेंचाइजी का एक यूनिकनेस होता है, उनका लोकेशन का एक यूनिकनेस होता है, ये मेरा जनरल एजम्पशन है। अब हो सकता है कि आपका अगर मार्केट में आई मीन अगेन एथनिक में अगर आपको एथनिक नहीं चाहिए, आपको सिर्फ वेस्टर्न चाहिए, या वेस्टर्न कम चाहिए एथनिक ज्यादा चाहिए, तो उसके हिसाब से केस टू केस बेसिस में हम लोग वर्कआउट कर सकते हैं। बट 35 इज द मिनिमम बेंचमार्क, फिर उससे कम अगर होगा तो स्टॉक आप मेंटेन नहीं कर पाओगे, और स्टॉक मेंटेन नहीं कर पाओगे तो आपका भी बिजनेस खराब होगा, एज वेल एज कस्टमर का नाम, मतलब हमारा नाम भी एज अ ब्रांड खराब होगा।
स्टॉक सारा आपका कहाँ से आता है ये स्टॉक?
सर वी हैव अक्रॉस सर, जैसे कि नो एज आई टोल्ड यू इन द प्रेजेंटेशन कि हमारा अक्रॉस, अगर हम वेस्टर्न ज्वेलरी की बात करते हैं तो हमारे इंडिया में भी 2-3 यूनिट है जिससे हम टाई अप किए हुए हैं और हमारे डिजाइन बनते हैं। इंडिया में भी मैन्युफैक्चरिंग होता है, गंगजाव में भी, चाइना में भी होता है, बैंकॉक में भी होता है, इटली में भी होता है, टर्की में भी होता है। So these are the few countries from where we are importing currently. अगर हम
हेलो।
वेस्टर्न ज्वेलरी की बात करें तो, और इंडियन ज्वेलरी ज्यादातर सिर्फ इट्स मेजरली बैंगलोर इज वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट, बैंगलोर हो गया, कलकत्ता हो गया, ये दे आर द मेजर ज्वेलरी हब्स फॉर मैन्युफैक्चरिंग ज्वेलरी, इंडियन ज्वेलरी।
कलकत्ता में ऑलरेडी आपका है फ्रेंचाइजी, मतलब शोरूम है कोलकाता में?
नहीं सर, हमारा शोरूम नहीं है सर,
कोलकाता में नहीं है?
कोलकाता में
इधर
नहीं है।
ईस्टर्न इंडिया में किधर है, ईस्टर्न इंडिया में?
सर ईस्टर्न इंडिया में अभी तक नहीं है, उड़ीसा में हमारा खुल रहा है जो नेक्स्ट मंथ है, फॉर राउरकेला में खुल रहा है, फोरम गैलेरिया में।
राहुल किला। ओके।
ओके सर।
हेलो।
हाँ सर, ओके प्लीज।
मैं एक चीज पूछना चाह रहा था कि जैसे आपने जो कैलकुलेशन बताई रिटर्न वाली,
हम्म
सपोज कोई 100 रुपये एमआरपी की प्रोडक्ट है
हम्म
जो कस्टमर ने परचेज किया, मान लीजिए 100 रुपये एमआरपी की प्रोडक्ट है, सिल्वर वैल्यू 1 ग्राम है मान लीजिए,
ओके
जस्ट एक एग्जांपल।
ओके।
So ultimately he will get return around 50
57 रुपीज,
rupees.
56 57
So
रुपीज।
is around invoice value का 50% approximate.
हाँ, क्योंकि व्हेन यू आर टॉकिंग द कॉस्टिंग ऑफ इट, आई टेल यू लॉट ऑफ फैक्टर्स कम टू द कॉस्टिंग। जैसे कि अगर हम सिल्वर ज्वेलरी की बात करें, एक पहले तो होता है रॉ मेटेरियल, जैसे जो सिल्वर की बात है दैट इज अबाउट 60 रुपीज करीबन, 62 रुपीज।
हम्म
सेकेंड होता है इसके ऊपर रोडियम प्लेटिंग आता है। ज्यादातर
हम्म
ज्वेलरी जो आप व्हाइट में देख रहे हो उसके ऊपर एक ब्लैकिश टिंज आता है जो जो मिरर शाइन देता है स्टील के जैसा,
हम्म
that's called as rhodium
हम्म
plating. Rhodium plating
हम्म
itself is about 1 lakh rupee today a liter, जिसमें 2 किलो का
हम्म
प्रोडक्शन आता है, दैट इज अबाउट क्लोज टू 50-60 रुपीज अ ग्राम, अगर हम
हम्म
ग्राम के हिसाब से कैलकुलेट करें तो। नेक्स्ट कॉस्ट इज द स्टोन्स। नो अगेन स्टोन में ए ग्रेड यूज करते हैं तो अलग रेट है, वी नॉर्मली यूज 3A which is a Tbilisi zirconia,
हम्म
तो अगेन दैट इज स्टोन कॉस्ट एडेड ऑन, देन देयर इज अ लेबर
हम्म
कॉस्ट एंड देन देयर इज अ इंपोर्ट ड्यूटी। तो ये सब मिलके एक कॉस्ट ऑफ अ प्रोडक्ट होता है। And your 92% return का है, we basically assure all our customers that it's pure silver, it's pure 92% silver, and that is why we buy back to that is silver rate into 92%.
हम्म। तो बायबैक जो स्टॉक हो रहा है, टेक
हाँ
एग्जांपल, तो वो बायबैक स्टॉक फ्रेंचाइजी के स्टोर पे आया,
हम्म
फ्रेंचाइजी आपको रिटर्न कर रहा है,
हम्म
तो इज देयर एनी मार्जिन ऑन दैट आल्सो और
No,
व्हाट?
there's no margin. Basically,
देयर
there
इज
is
नो
just a
मार्जिन।
service that company is giving to you, and to be very honest, उसमें कंपनी को losses है because stones का कोई resale value नहीं होता, वो पूरा कट करके हमको ऐसे ही it just goes damaged. I mean, हम उसका जो raw metal है उसका ही हमको वापस resale मिलता है. But we don't want our franchisee to break our head कि stone तोड़ो, without stone क्या weight है and all that. That is why we take it in gross, and we also take it back from you at gross.
अंडरस्टैंड।
So it's more like a service, honestly. Or out of 1,000 pieces you sell, hardly एक piece return आएगा. But at least with that feature क्या होता है, that customer gets a satisfaction कि नहीं, चांदी का purity और 92 पक्का वापस ले रहे भी है.
और इन्वेंट्री जो है, इन्वेंट्री आप क्या ऑन एक्स है या ये स्टोर डिलीवरी है?
Sir, I did not get you, sir. Please.
लाइक जो इन्वेंट्री आप भेजोगे इसका ट्रांसपोर्टेशन क्या है, एक्स है या क्या है?
Sir, basically there are a lot of courier companies like BNG and all that जो insured होता है. तो it comes with insurance. जो normally क्या होता है,
आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट द कॉस्ट।
सर कॉस्ट इज अबाउट 400 रुपीज. तो नॉर्मली यहाँ से जो जाता है आपको, दैट इज बोन बाय अस. जो वहां से आप रिटर्न करते हो, दैट इज बोन बाय यू. एंड अगर हम कॉस्टिंग की बात करें तो पर केजी दे चार्ज अबाउट 100 रुपीज ऑफ द ट्रांसपोर्ट एंड 300 रुपीज द इंश्योरेंस पर लाख.
तो सर ये जो 92% आप रिटर्न दे रहे हैं, तो 92% तो क्या उसमें मेटल है कि आप 92% दे रहे हैं?
सर 92% प्योर सिल्वर है उसके अंदर. हर ज्वेलरी
92% उसमें
हमारा,
है, मतलब
यस, हर
प्रोडक्ट
ज्वेलरी
92%
हमारा
है।
92% प्योर सिल्वर है. हर
अच्छा।
एक प्रोडक्ट के ऊपर 92.5 का सील है. सर एक्चुअली 92.5 है. आधा टच हम इसलिए तोड़ते हैं कि मेल्टिंग में थोड़ा
मैं
बहुत
समझ गया।
उड़ता है, इसलिए हम 92 का हिसाब ही
जैसे
लेते हैं.
आगे आगे आने वाले समय में सिल्वर में भी हॉल मार्किंग करना है ये लोगों को, तो ये लोग 92.5 पे हॉल मार्किंग करेंगे क्या?
सर अभी तक तो 92.5 सिल्वर का हॉलमार्किंग आया नहीं है, एंड
नहीं नहीं
टुमारो इट कम्स फाइन, इट बी हॉलमार्क.
है। अच्छा।
तो आज के डेट पे हम इसलिए हॉलमार्किंग नहीं करें बिकॉज हॉलमार्किंग विल एटलीस्ट कॉस्ट अबाउट 70 to 80 रुपीज पर
हाँ।
प्रोडक्ट. अब अगर मैं 200 रुपए में मेरा कॉस्टिंग है उस प्रोडक्ट का, तो मेरा कॉस्टिंग तो डायरेक्टली 300 रुपीज जंप हो जाएगा.
हम्म।
तो आपका जो 500 रुपए में बेचने वाली चीज है,
तो ये
आपको 700 में बेचना पड़ेगा.
समझ रहे हैं। अच्छा ये पूछे, जैसे रिटर्न, सपोज किसी चीज प्रोडक्ट का वेट है, आप कैसे रिटर्न लेंगे? वेट पे रिटर्न लेंगे कि प्रोडक्ट?
वेट पे रिटर्न होगा सर.
वेट सब वेट पे आप स्टोन रिड्यूस करेंगे कि स्टोन समेत
स्टोन
लेंगे?
रिड्यूस नहीं होगा सर. जो भी ग्रॉस होगा उस ग्रॉस के हिसाब से हम वापस ले लेंगे.
ओके, मतलब एक सपोज कि एक रिंग है,
हम्म.
रिंग सपोज 5 ग्राम्स का है,
हाँ.
5 ग्राम का है, तो उस समय हम उसको 150 रुपए ग्राम करके बेचे, आज हम उसको 57 रुपीज ग्राम करके ले लेंगे, मतलब विथ स्टोन उससे रिटर्न लेंगे
करेक्ट करेक्ट करेक्ट.
कस्टमर से, चाहे
यस
जो
सर.
भी स्टोन वो वापस लाया।
करेक्ट.
सपोज उसमें कुछ स्टोन्स गिरा हुआ हो, कुछ हो वैसा।
कुछ भी सर, पूरा डैमेज भी अगर हुआ तो चलेगा, क्योंकि हमको तो
मतलब
मेल्ट ही करना है. और वो स्टोन का भी हम इसलिए ले रहे हैं, एज अ कंपनी हमारे लिए लॉस है, बट व्हाट वी लुक इन इज एटलीस्ट हमारे कस्टमर्स को बेटर सेटिस्फेक्शन मिलता है.
हाँ, मतलब जो भी
नहीं
वॉट
नहीं
एवर वो लोग वेट लाएंगे उसका मुझे
बस
92% दे देना।
एग्जैक्टली वो 92% में
नहीं
आप
नहीं
अपना दोगे, और एज इट इज आप हमें शेयर कर दो कि ये इतना रिटर्न है, और आप हमें कुरियर लगा दोगे, उतना आपको ट्रांसफर मिल जाए.
1 सेकेंड, एक डाउट है।
हाँ बोलिए सर गौतम जी.
एक एग्जांपल की एक रिंग है,
हम्म
रिंग में 1 ग्राम सिल्वर है
हम्म
और 1 ग्राम स्टोन है, टोटल वेट हो गया रिंग का 2 ग्राम।
करेक्ट.
तो वो जब हम रिटर्न वैल्यू करेंगे तो उसकी 2 ग्राम की वैल्यू होगी ना 1 ग्राम की वैल्यू
2
होगी?
ग्राम की वैल्यू होगी सर.
तो आप 2 ग्राम सिल्वर के कॉस्ट पकड़ोगे,
हाँ.
मतलब टोटल जो भी प्रोडक्ट आएगा उसका वाट एवर उसके अंदर कोई भी मेटेरियल
ग्रॉस वेट,
इंटैक्ट
जो भी
है।
ग्रॉस वेट होगा वो पकड़ा जाएगा. क्योंकि मैं मेरे फ्रेंचाइजी को तो एक्सपेक्ट नहीं कर सकता ना कि स्टोन तोड़ के चेक करो वेट क्या है, क्योंकि हर मेरा फ्रेंचाइजी अलग अलग डोमेन से आता है.
नहीं, आपने कहा ना कि पहले सपोज जब आप प्रोडक्ट बेच रहे हो तो आप कार्ड दे रहे हो,
हाँ, तो उसके अंदर ग्रॉस वेट लिखा रहेगा.
नेट वेट नहीं लिखा रहता क्या?
नेट वेट
स्टोन
कभी
कितना?
नहीं लिखा जाता.
ओके।
सिल्वर सर देखिए, सिल्वर ज्वेलरी में स्टोन इज मोर कॉस्टलियर देन एक्चुअल सिल्वर. अगर आप बैकेट स्टोन्स लो.
तब तो आप कैलकुलेशन हम लोग गलत पकड़ रहे थे, तो वो ज्यादा जो 50% पकड़ रहे हैं वो तो ज्यादा मिल रहा है कस्टमर को।
कैसे, मतलब समझा नहीं. हाँ, उस
और एक
हिसाब से हम तो उस जो भी वेट हो रहा है इंटू 92% करके हम दे रहे हैं। हाँ, ऐसे आप अगर आप कस्टमर को, बट आप कस्टमर को समझा नहीं सकते। आप मुझे बोल रहे हो, आप सही है कि स्टोन से हम कैलकुलेट करें तो 92% से हम ज्यादा दे रहे हैं कस्टमर को। आप आपकी जगह पे सही हो, बट हम कस्टमर को वो समझा नहीं सकते ना।
नहीं तो टेक एग्जांपल, जब हमने 2 ग्राम का रिंग बेचा था 100 रुपए में,
हम्म।
तो अल्टीमेटली तो वो 92 रुपीज आपके हिसाब से नहीं
सर, 2 ग्राम
हाँ
का
नाइन्टी
रिंग
टू
आपको 100 रुपए में आपकी खरीदी होगी भी नहीं ना।
नहीं मान लीजिए कि
सर
एग्जांपल
जैसे
200 रुपए में
आपका
बेचा।
प्रोडक्ट क्या एमआरपी बेस रहेगा कि
पूरा एमआरपी बेस्ड रहेगा।
टोटल एमआरपी बेस रहेगा?
यस 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 यस।
मतलब जो उस
तो
पे
सर दो
एमआरपी है
ग्राम
उसमें फ्रेंचाइजी का मार्जिन ऐड है?
ऐड होगा।
अच्छा, और रिटर्न लेना है वो सीधा जो मार्केट प्राइस है
जो भी
90।
चांदी का रेट है आपको वेबसाइट दे दिया जाएगा, बुलियंस
हाँ,
का।
उसका
जो भी
92%
बुलियन
रहेगा।
का रेट है इंटू
अच्छा
92%, और जो वेट आ
ओके,
रहा है मशीन पे।
वो उसमें मेकिंग का डिफरेंस हो गया ना, ठीक है।
हाँ, हाँ, बाकी बाकी जो डिफरेंस वो तो मेकिंग में जाना है सर। सर इसमें
अंडरस्टैंड।
कुल मिलके मेरा अबाउट 8-10% कंपनी का बैठता है। बाकी तो पूरा आपका मार्जिन ही है, अगर हम कॉस्टिंग निकाल के अगर बात करें तो।
नहीं वो
ठीक
तो
है
ठीक है,
सर,
लेकिन आपका सब
आगे की प्रोसेस के लिए बात करने के लिए कैसे क्या करना पड़ेगा?
आगे का प्रोसेस, वी कैन अगेन सिट फॉर द डिस्कशन फॉर द नेक्स्ट राउंड। एक बार अगर आपको समझ में आता है तो आप एकता जी से वापस बात कर लीजिएगा। तो वी कैन अगेन सिट फॉर द नेक्स्ट लेवल ऑफ डिस्कशन सर।
हम्म,
प्रेजेंटेशन में जो लास्ट नंबर है वो मेरा ही है, जो 9008912223 है। तो आप मुझे व्हाट्सअप कर लीजिए, वी कैन सिट फॉर द नेक्स्ट राउंड ऑफ डिस्कशन।
ओके। आप एक बार मुझे डिजाइन का से वो करवाइए
सर, आर्यन से एक और एक अच्छा
सर्टिफिकेशन।
ऑप्शन भी पॉसिबल है। आप चाहे तो हम वीडियो कॉल, व्हाट्सएप वीडियो कॉल पे आके, आप आई टेक यू टू, आई आस्क वन ऑफ माय टीम मेंबर्स फ्रॉम एनी ऑफ द शोरूम्स टू कम ऑन वीडियो कॉल। तो वीडियो कॉल पे डिस्प्ले भी देख सकते हो, प्रोडक्ट भी देख सकते हो, विद द प्राइसिंग भी देख सकते हो, हर वेराइटी का।
और एक बार मुझे अपने शोरूम जो नियरेस्ट मेरा शोरूम है उसका एड्रेस प्रोवाइड कीजिए ताकि हम
सर, आप
पता
कहाँ
कर
पे है
पाए।
सर?
ये मैं पटना के पास हूँ, बिहार बेगूसराय
सर,
पटना।
हमारे वहाँ पे सिर्फ ओडिशा वो भी खुलने वाला है, वो छोड़ा तो नियरेस्ट आपका सब साउथ में ही है, दैट इज इन बैंगलोर, इन
दिल्ली
विशाखापट्टनम।
दिल्ली दिल्ली यूपी में कहीं नहीं, अपना दिल्ली में
नहीं
कहीं
सर,
नहीं,
फिलहाल अभी तक नहीं है सर।
यूपी में कहीं नहीं।
नहीं है सर, इट्स ओनली इन बैंगलोर एंड विशाखापट्टनम करेंटली सर।
ओके।
और वो छोड़ा तो अभी उड़ीसा खुलने वाला है सर।
अच्छा।
बट आई कैन शो यू ऑन वीडियो कॉल। आप बाकी बिफोर यू फाइनलाइज यू कैन कम ओवर, पर्सनली विजिट कर
हाँ
सकते हो,
वो
वीडियो
चाहिए।
कॉल कर सकते हो। तो आपको एक बेटर अंडरस्टैंडिंग मिल जाएगा।
ओके, एक बार नंबर मुझे प्रोवाइड करवा दीजिए अपना।
श्योर, आई एम जस्ट शेयरिंग यू इट राइट अवे सर, वन सेकेंड। सॉरी, ये जो दोनों नंबर्स है ये हमारा मेरा है सर।
हेलो।
हाँ गौतम जी, प्लीज बोलिए।
ठीक है, मैं अभी लीव करता हूँ, इसलिए मुझे निकलना है।
श्योर
तो
सर।
आपने खाली एकता जी को बोल दीजिएगा ना, मुझे प्रेजेंटेशन वगैरह भेज देगी, वो मेल मिला नहीं है, राइट?
श्योर, मैं बात करके भिजवा देता हूँ। एकता प्लीज
या
सेंड द
मेल में आई
प्रेजेंटेशन।
थिंक कोई प्रॉब्लम, मेल में कोई प्रॉब्लम आ रही है तो शी कैन सेंड मी ऑन व्हाट्सएप आल्सो, दैट्स
श्योर
फाइन।
श्योर
Sure. I'll send it to you, Mr. Gautam.
या
श्योर।
इट्स ओके, थैंक यू।
Yeah.
और
Thank you. Thanks for your time.
श्योर श्योर गौतम, होप टू सी यू
या
सून।
थैंक
ठीक है सर, थैंक यू, लीव कर रहे हैं।
सौरभ जी, आप भी मुझे अपडेट कर लीजिएगा अगर आप चाहते हो कि हमारी टीम से वीडियो कॉल करके आपको डिजाइन बताने का,
ठीक है, अब
तो वी कैन
ऐसा
प्लान इट आउट।
ऐसा है ना सर कि मुझे मतलब मैं इंटरेस्टेड हूँ काफी।
हम्म
ऑलरेडी मेरी फैमिली में पहले से गोल्ड एंड सिल्वर ज्वेलरी बिजनेस है,
हम्म
और यहाँ अच्छा रिपुटेशन है, सब कुछ है।
हम्म
लेकिन है क्या कि वो जो आपका रिक्वायरमेंट है जगह वगैरह सारा है, लेकिन
हम्म
आपने जो इन्वेस्टमेंट बताया ना,
हम्म।
मुझे लग रहा है मेरे मार्केट के हिसाब से बहुत ज्यादा।
सर, 35 लाख से नीचे तो आप कुछ इन्वेस्ट कर ही नहीं सकते हो सर। मैं
इन्वेस्टमेंट का
आप
प्रॉब्लम
इसलिए
नहीं,
बोल रहा
देखिए
हूँ
जब
कि
ऑलरेडी हम लोग इस बिजनेस में है, गोल्ड सिल्वर बिजनेस में है,
हाँ हाँ।
तो ये प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। आपको हम वीडियो कॉल पे अपनी शॉप भी दिखा देंगे, शोरूम भी दिखा देंगे, कहीं
हम्म
कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। लेकिन है क्या है ना कि मतलब इस टाइप के प्रोडक्ट में जिसमें भी मजदूरी बहुत ज्यादा है,
हम्म
रिटर्निंग वैल्यू नहीं है, गैप दोनों में बहुत ज्यादा है ना,
हम्म
तो इसलिए थोड़ा सा लग रहा है कि उतना मतलब 35 लाख मतलब मोटा मोटा हो गया अभी आपके डेट में लगभग लगभग 1 किलो सोना मान के
हम्म
चलिए। 50 लाख जो हम चाहेंगे कि करें तो पूरा साथ जितना अपना प्रोडक्ट है सारा एक साथ करें।
हम्म।
लेकिन यही है कि एक बार थोड़ा सेटिस्फेक्शन हो जाता है कि अपना मार्केट क्या है,
सर,
क्या
मैं ये
नहीं, हमारे
सजेस्ट
मार्केट में
करूंगा कि
चलेगा कि नहीं चलेगा,
सर
ये
मैं
चीज
आपको ये
देखना पड़ेगा।
सजेस्ट करूंगा, ये आपका जो क्वेश्चन है उसको लेके, आपके खुद की ज्वेलरी की दुकान है राइट? तो
जी।
आप ये कर सकते हैं कि जो मेरा इंस्टाग्राम पेज है
हम्म
उसके जो डिजाइन है, आप आपके जो कस्टमर्स आते हैं उनको आप बताइए एक बार कि ऐसे ऐसे डिजाइन में लाने का सोच रहा हूँ, चलेगा या नहीं चलेगा। तो आपके पास तो क्लाइंट बेस भी है, कस्टमर्स भी है,
देखिए ना
और
सर,
मार्केट रिसर्च भी कर
हम
सकते हो।
बता रहे हैं,
हाँ।
कस्टमर को दिखाने से वो लोग 100% बोलेंगे हाँ चलेगा, लेकिन कोई भी चीज जब हाथ में आएगा ना, तो वो समझ में आएगा कि क्या है क्या नहीं है ना।
हम्म।
और आएगा उसके बाद फिर वो कस्टमर के पास जाएगा, उससे धीरे धीरे तो धीरे धीरे आएगा। अच्छा, अपना पायल वगैरह भी आता है, पायल
तो
वगैरह?
पायल भी आता है सर हमारा, बट हमारा प्योर 9 to 5 आता है।
हाँ, 9 to 5 से कोई दिक्कत, 92 तो हम लोग बेच ही रहे हैं।
अच्छा।
अभी जो ज्वेलरी बेच रहे हैं, चांदी का भी आइटम जो बेच रहे हैं,
हम्म।
मतलब आप समझिए 60% 92% वाला भी हम लोग का आ रहा है। 92
तो
यहाँ नहीं आता है,
92% वाला हमारा जो
91
है
आता है यहाँ।
एसीपीएल का जो है वो एसीपीएल और देरे वाला का आता है। और
यहाँ जैसे हम लोग पटना से परचेज कर रहे हैं, सीबी वाले लोग का भी आता है, सीबी वाले लोग का आता है।
नहीं, बट हमारा वी आर वेरी स्ट्रिक्ट विद ओनली एसीपीएल एंड देरे वाला,
अच्छा अच्छा।
क्योंकि ये इनका जो बाकी लोगों का नॉट श्योर अबाउट द प्योरिटी। तो
हाँ
एसीपीएल और देरे वाला में क्या है, एक तो उनका ई कोटिंग बहुत अच्छा आता है, क्योंकि अगर आप जो नॉर्मल 92 में जो आता है ना वो जल्दी पीला पड़ जाता है।
हाँ।
और जो एसीपीएल और देरे वाला का जो ई कोटिंग है काफी अच्छा है।
अच्छा
तो नॉर्मली अभी अगर आप हल्का वाला जो आप बोल रहे हो, मुझे ये नहीं पता कि सीबी का क्या है, बट मेरे हिसाब से मोटा मोटी आप एक 6-7 रुपए लेबर में लेते होंगे।
नहीं, हाँ मोटा मोटी, हाँ ठीक बोल रहे हो,
हाँ।
ठीक
और
है।
अगर आप उसमें फैंसी चेन तो शायद होता नहीं होगा, नॉर्मली वो कर्व फिगारो या स्नेक
हाँ
चेन के
हाँ
अलावा
हाँ
कुछ होगा
हाँ
नहीं।
हाँ हाँ।
हमारे यहाँ पे देरे वाला और एसीपीएल चार्जेस अबाउट 13 to 15 रुपीज फॉर द डिजाइन, मतलब पतले पतले जो है, और जो डिजाइनर होते हैं 16-17 रुपए का लेबर होता है। तो इन शॉर्ट जो भी हमारा मोटा जो भी है अप्रोक्सीमेटली उनका जो लेबर है उसके हिसाब से हम आपको चार्ज कर लेते हैं। अभी आज के हिसाब से अगर मैं बात करूँ तो लेट्स से अबाउट 63 चांदी और 78-80 रुपीज अप्रोक्सीमेटली आपका पड़ता है, नेट चार्जेस पड़ता है, और आपको 85 में आपका बिलिंग हो जाता है अप्रोक्सीमेटली।
ठीक है सर, एक बार हम आपसे बात करते हैं, ये हम थोड़ा डिजाइन वगैरह क्या प्रोडक्ट वगैरह थोड़ा देखते हैं,
श्योर
है ना?
सर, आप देख लीजिए एंड देन वी कैन सिट एंड डिस्कस ऑन
हाँ
द सेम सर।
ओके ओके।
श्योर सर, थैंक यू।
थैंक यू।
विशाल जी, आप शायद काफी लेट आए प्रेजेंटेशन के लिए। आई थिंक वी हैव ऑलरेडी डन विद द प्रेजेंटेशन। एकता, आप उनको एक बार कॉल करके आप ब्रीफ कर सकते हो?
Hi, Mr. Vishal. How are you?
Fine.
Yes. So we will be scheduling another session for you next week. However, before that time, I will reach out to you personally and give you all the details.
Okay, ma'am.
All right.
Sure.
Thank you so much.
थैंक्स अ लॉट विशाल जी। अब मीनवाइल आपको प्रेजेंटेशन सब मिल जाएगा, बाकी कुछ डाउट है तो एकता विल बी एबल टू हैंडल यू दैट। ठीक है,
Okay.
थैंक्स अ लॉट।
Yes.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Ekta. I think it went good, yeah, overall.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Even I learned few of the things.
अच्छा, so
Yeah.
it went overall good. I think we should have more sessions like this, more planned. ये शायद planned
Mhm.
कम था, but I think it really makes a difference.
Actually, tell you something. I was expecting कि 10% आएंगे, मतलब मैं
Okay.
80 लोगों को टारगेट करा था, तो मुझे पता 10-15% आने चाहिए। So
हाँ.
eventually 10% के आसपास थे लोग, बट
हम्म।
क्योंकि you know